Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Benyar BY5187M. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing the System FY108 Cookie Monster, and Greg was wearing my Pagani Design PD1661 Cookie Monster. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing a Cookie Monster comparison. Grogu said that Princess Leia is upset. She wants to go on a galactic space cruise to Bespin, and Han Solo said if you want to go to Bespin, he'll take her on the Falcon and get her there 10 times faster. The princess said, "You stupid nerf herder, I don't want to go to Bespin. I want to go on a cruise to Bespin. Cruises are fun. A cruise ship has shows, fine dining, and other amenities." Han said, "The Falcon has amenities." She said, "A size 24 foot massager is not an amenity." All right, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in this typical Benyar box. Most Benyars come in this box. And we won't go over the content because I know you saw my unboxing video. And here's the watch. I like this watch. I think it's nice looking for a Benyar. Let me get the hands out of the way. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I've had quite a few Benyars on my channel, and they have been all over the board price and quality-wise. Most of them have been Rolex homages, but every once in a while we get a more obscure reference. This BY5187 reminds me of an IWC Portugueser, and so I am going to assume that is what Benyar is going for. There aren't a lot of cheap 2-register quartz chronographs stacked vertically, and so Benyar took a 3-register Langston 57 and just covered up the left register. Unfortunately, the left one was the minute counter, making this chronograph good for 1 minute and no more. This Benyar comes in 4 other colorways, all on leather straps. If you don't like this gold tone with the white dial, there is also chrome with white dial. But oddly enough, it has gray subdials. And I don't like the gray subdials at all. I don't think I would ever choose that one. There is also a black dial on both gold tone and chrome, each with a black leather strap. Then there is a blue dial with chrome and a matching blue strap. The watch is 41.7 millimeters if you measure at the bezel, but 42.5 millimeters if you measure at the case. 48.5 millimeter lug to lug is 12.9 millimeters thick, and this crystal does stick up above the bezel just a little bit. Has a 22 millimeter lug width, and it tapers down to 20 at the buckle, and it weighs 65 grams on the supplied leather strap, so it's not very heavy. Then if you look at the bezel, it's just a smooth plated bezel, nothing special about it. And then we have the dial. The dial has no sunburst effect, but if you look at it closely, it does look like it has a slight texture to it. And it might even be more of a really light silver color than white. And then it says Benyar on the right with the Benyar logo. Then on the left, it says 100-meter professional divers. Huh? Professional divers? This isn't a dive style watch. Why would they put that on there? That doesn't make sense. And 100 meters on a Benyar? I don't think so. I doubt it. Yes, it has a screw down case back. But seriously, 100 meters on a Benyar? I doubt that. I really don't think, I don't have the equipment to test that, but I don't believe that at all. And this is, once again, this is not a dive style watch. Why would anybody care? And then we have the indices. We have double batons at the 3, 6, 9, and 12. Single batons everywhere else. And then the date is at a position where it's next to the batons. It doesn't take place of the batons. And there's no Cyclops, thankfully, because that would have looked horrible on this. And then we have just thin stick hands, and they're not loomed, and neither is the second hand. And then we have the subdials. We have a sub-second counter up top, and then the small second chronograph on the bottom. And where a minute counter normally would be, we don't have a register. The movement supports a subdial here, but it's not there. They did that so it would look like the IWC, but then again, now it makes the watch useless because you can only time it for 1 minute. Just press it, and as you can see, the sub-seconds is once every 2 seconds. That's fairly common for chronographs in this price range. But once you get past 60, there's nothing to show you. Then we have the crown. The crown is unsigned. It's a push-pull, and the crown action is really loose. And then when you go to set it, well, that time it didn't do it. Maybe if you hold it. No, that time it really jumped. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of minute hand jump there, which is the worst thing about these cheap quartz watches. I just hate that. I mean, what's the point of quartz accuracy if you can't set the watch accurately? Then we have the pushers. The pushers are not screw down. Once again, questioning the 100 meters water resistance claim. And then we have the crystal. I like the crystal. Yeah, it's glass, but it looks nice, and it has a little bit of distortion to it. And it's a good crystal. Then we have the case. The case is a plated alloy. This is not steel. And you can tell it just has a cheaper feel to it. And once again, it's not very heavy at all. If this was steel, this would probably weigh another 10 or 15 grams. Then we have the case back, and the case back is indeed a screw down case back, which is rare for a Benyar. I don't think I've ever seen a quartz Benyar with a screw down case back before. They're usually ones you pry off, but there is no notch for a pry bar. And I actually took a wrench and I unscrewed it. And here's a shot of the movement, and as you can see, it's a Langston 57. And once again, this is a 3-register movement. So all they're doing is hiding one of the registers just to make it look like the IWC, which is why you don't have a minute counter on the watch. Then it's, once again, this is a Benyar, and they always say all solid stainless steel on the case backs when that is not the case. I don't know why they do that. So when they do stuff like that, and then they say water resistant 100 meters, you just find that hard to believe. If they're going to lie about one thing, why won't they lie about another? The strap says genuine leather, and I believe them. This feels like a good strap. It's nice and thick and sturdy. It has a good feel to it. Now this is going to take a break-in period, you can tell. It's a little stiff, but that's fine. I'd rather have a nice break-in period than something that's just going to wear out really quick. No quick release though. But I like the stitching. I think they did a good job. We have 2 keepers, one fixed, one floating. And then we have a signed buckle. It's 20 millimeters at the buckle, so I would suggest you get a 20 millimeter deployment clasp, and that will just save this leather strap. And it's a 22 millimeter lug width if you want to replace it. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. I think that looks really nice. It wears nice. Really good looking watch. And I have 5 notches left, so you can wear this on a huge wrist. Only have 2 notches going in, but if you need to make it smaller, you can just poke holes in it. Get a good hole puncher though. Don't just use a needle or something. But yeah, this is nice. We won't be taking a trip into the loom room because this watch has no loom. What do I like about this watch? Well, I really like the looks and the wearability. I like this nice leather strap. I like the fact that it has a screw down case back. And I would like the fact that it has 100 meters of water resistance, but I seriously doubt that. What are my gripes and groans? No minute counter makes the chronograph practically useless. Loose crown action gives annoying minute hand jump when setting. And it says professional divers with an apostrophe S. Why? This isn't even a dive style watch. Do I recommend this watch? Yes, as long as you're buying it for the looks and not because you want a useful chronograph. It does look and wear nice. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Benyar BY5187, and I will be back with another review, or maybe that comparison of the 2 Cookie Monster watches I have. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link and I will get a small commission. And be sure to check out my Members Choice. I'll be putting up the vote fairly soon. Bye.